hey y'all, this is the American Farmsteaders podcast, and I'm Donna at Hazel Bell Farm, joined by my friend here, Jenny, at the Grahamstead.
Hello.
Hey, Jen. And we are here to encourage you to farm like a girl. If you are farming, homesteading, farmsteading, dreaming of farmsteading, whatever it is, we're here to help encourage you along the way. So today we're going to be talking about eggs, but before we get there, we want to make sure that you know we have tonight, April 29th, 2022, a gardening live call on our Facebook page, American Farmstead Hers. So go there, check that out. I think we're just going to do, we're going to go Facebook Live, right? So we're excited. Okay.
Yeah, I think that'll be easy.
Yeah, yeah, we know how to do that.
Right.
So it'll be the easiest way. So join us for that. We hope that you'll throw into the chat some questions, some experiences that you're having right now in the garden, and we can help you get the garden ball rolling.
Yeah, it'll be fun to get together and chat and just see what everybody's got going on. So It's always fun to answer all the questions too. So
it is.
Yeah. We're looking forward to that.
I don't know about you, Jenny, but lately my phone is constantly dinging with people asking about problems with their gardens. So I'm like, hey, there's a live call.
Right.
Hey, check us out. So, we hope to be able to answer that all in one kind of a night. And then we have next will be a canning workshop, and that is... what's that date? I don't have it.
I think it's May 6th. I don't have it right in front of me.
Yes, it is Friday, May 6th.
Friday,
It'll
May
be
6th.
at 12:30. We're expecting it to run probably 2 to 3 hours, no more than 3 hours, I don't think.
Yeah.
It's going to be a beginner canning workshop, so all the ins and outs, the safety measures people are afraid to try, and we're going to try to alleviate some of that.
Yeah.
And we will be actually canning, some water bath canning.
This is exciting.
Yeah,
There's a lot of people excited about that class too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
what are you going to cap it at? How many people are we going to do?
I'm kind of playing it by ear, but
Okay.
I think probably no more than 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Because it is going to be hands-on. We do want to ensure a quality experience.
Yeah.
And get everybody in and put their hands in.
So we're getting close to being full for that one then.
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. So that's cool. And then after that, June, what is the butcher date? You don't know either.
So terrible. We don't know any
It's on our page. It's on our event page.
It's on the page. It is actually the first weekend in June.
Yeah.
So I think we said June 4th. That's a Saturday. We scheduled that one on a Saturday just in case anybody that works through the week that wants to attend with their spouse or come with a friend. That way, if some of the guys that work all week want to be involved, they can show up for that too. So yeah, so we're looking forward to that. So find our Facebook page. Those are both events on the Facebook page. And the live call Friday night, that is an event on our Facebook page as well. So find those and join us if you're local.
Yeah, please. It'll be fun. So tell me about what's going on your farm this week, Jenny.
Oh, the big news on our farm this week, we had a calf.
Yay.
Yes. And so
cool.
The new to us herd, the Aberdeen Angus herd, we were told that they didn't really know who was pregnant, but we were told that one of them would probably calve in the spring. And so I've been watching her, and she just kept on looking more and more ripe. But she's 6, and she's had calves every year supposedly. So, and she's new to us, so I didn't really know, what all her signs were early. And so I fed the cows, looked at that udder, and was like, okay, I don't think it's imminent. I'm just going to be gone 2 hours. Let's go, boys. And so we go to the skate park, and I come back, and the first thing I do is go out there to check on her. Yeah. And literally, I probably missed it by 20 minutes.
Oh, no. You missed it.
He was up and stumbling around, and he was
That's
partially dried off.
But you know
so-
what? I never want to miss it, but I always say there's
Yeah.
nothing better than seeing Mama on her feet.
He's a little guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I don't know, maybe 2 feet tall.
Aw.
And he's so sweet. He's so sweet. He's so friendly. I mean, you know,
That's cool.
I crouched down and he walked right up to me and
Yeah.
smelled me and let me pet him immediately.
Wow.
Like he was doing circles around my legs,
Aw.
almost like rubbing up against me like a cat does.
Uh-huh.
Like he was so happy to see me. I was
Aw.
like, wow, you're awesome.
That's cool.
So we have just been, you know, bathing in that goodness for the
Yeah.
last 3 days. I think he's like 4 days old now.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay.
he was out there running around this morning, like hightailing it, like
Yeah.
booking through the
He's found
pasture.
his feet. It's so
Yeah.
fun when they do that.
Yeah, so other than that, just normal stuff, you know, moving meat chickens around,
Busy.
maintaining the garden,
Mm-hmm,
you know. And then not to mention all my butcher boxes. We,
Finally done with
yes,
that.
yes, finally done with the butcher box project. We were able to send out 10 30 to 35 pound variety meat boxes. And in addition to that, we were able to do like some extra beef and some hamburger bundles. And so that was like a whirlwind.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, we had a lot of people that we met up with. I got to meet some new people. Met a really interesting lady who like makes all of her own medicines out of herbs
Oh,
and stuff
cool.
like that. Yeah, she's new to the area and just lives like 10 minutes down the road. So
Nice.
she might be a cool brain to pick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
So that was cool. Got to meet some new people and got to put some food on the table.
Yeah.
For lots of different families. So
Love it.
that was good.
Love it. We
Glad it's over.
Yes, I know, and that's kind of how it is for us. That it happens like in bursts of
Yes.
it's-
Bursts of activity.
yes, activity, income, filling the freezer, whatever we're providing. Like it happens in like little shots.
Yes.
and then not.
Yes.
For a while, and then here's another shot. So yeah, that's cool.
Yes. Hills
We
and
have-
valleys.
We have that same thing happening this week where we'll be picking up a couple of, I say a couple of boxes. It'll be a bunch
Right.
of boxes, a couple of steers worth
truckload of beef.
boxes. Yeah. So that's happening, and then we have another one going
Yeah.
Monday. And, you know, making the next date for the next one in a couple months. And,
Keeping the ball rolling.
yeah, that revolving door.
And you had new life born on your farm too.
Yeah, we did.
Tell us about that, Donna.
So we have kittens
Dun dun dun.
found this morning. Yeah, which is, I mean, it is fun. Like anytime.
Yeah. Anytime
we
anything's
find
born,
babies.
it's
Babies are fun.
yeah. They're
Um,
cute.
So I won't pretend like it's not, but we're not like cat people.
Yeah. Us either.
We've got these 2 barn kitties we picked up last year because we live in Florida and we have animal feed. And I've heard all
Right.
of the like, well, you just need to really work at not spilling any feed.
Oh yeah. Right.
Like, okay, please teach my cows how to not spill feed, okay?
Yeah.
Or pigs or whatever.
Right.
So, yeah, you know, there's wood rats come in from the woods and they make their little homes in places under feed sheds and in tack rooms and wherever. So we got some kitties. We got them very young on purpose so that the dogs would not chase them. They would grow up with the dogs
Right.
and not be afraid of the dogs and all of that.
Right.
Well, at the time, we had 2 dogs. Both needed a spay and a neuter. And our female, who was spayed, she also had a mammary tumor, 2 mammary tumors to be removed, and then all in one surgery. And then she ended up needing a second surgery as well. Like she had complications, and so it was like, okay,
Right.
these little cats, I know I need to have them fixed, but like the small animal budget was tapped.
Right.
Sorry. And to the point where Eric was like, we're talking about it, and he's like, I don't care. Like, I don't care if they have kittens, whatever. It's like, okay. So, all right.
Enter kittens.
He's like less of a cat person than anyone else in the house. He's the least. And so it's really funny that he's kind of have come to grown to this one kitty, and her name's Mickey Mouse. And which is just stupid. I'm sorry. It's stupid, but it's stuck. And you have to call her with a high-pitched voice, Mickey Mouse. And he does. It's so ridiculous. And so he likes this kitty. Like, he goes looking for her. And kitty comes and wants to sit in his lap, and he pets her. And it's so cute. So, yeah, Eric's cat had kittens this morning. So that's what I've been telling him. Like, you're pregnant cat.
Right. It's now his cat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the other one, who isn't anybody's cat, she's really skittish. She's also pregnant, and it'll probably be any day now also. So we'll have some free kitties, local friends, here in a few weeks. And then as soon as we can, we'll be taking both of these to
get fixed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I don't want to deal with that again.
No.
I don't like having to place them into homes. I don't want to be tagged as the irresponsible pet owner. Like, it's just the way it happened, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't want any more kittens. I might keep one. I don't know. If I do, I have to have it fixed. So like, maybe not. We'll see. But yeah, four kitties. We had our 2 dairy girls artificially inseminated last week.
Very good.
Yeah, we said that or not. So that was exciting. Our AI tech came, and he said they were perfect. He felt like, as far as like inner workings.
Right.
Cervix was right. He felt good about it. The problem that we're having with our dairy girls is that they are so tame that they seem to have lost some of their instinct. So, like, normally within a herd, like, they will mount and ride one another when somebody's in heat. You can tell, like, oh, she's standing, she's ready, call the tech, he'll be out, and so it's easy. But some of these girls, like, I can predict when they're coming into heat because, like, I jotted it down on the calendar the last time they were in heat, and they're you kind of develop a pattern, you know, that you can see in your calendar, like, okay, she should be coming in any day now, and then it, like, you miss it. I don't know, like, one of them, Treasure, bless her, she was every 21 days, and then all of a sudden she went 19 days. It was like, girl, like, I was ready to have somebody on standby, you know, or take her to his house or whatever. But anyways, hopefully that's done and worked out. So we'll blood test.
Hopefully so.
Yeah, we'll blood test in a couple weeks, and that should be everybody, I think. So for, you know, all 9 of those calves we'll be expecting over the next year.
Wow, that's a lot.
It is. It is. But birth is fun.
It is. I mean, you can't beat it. It's,
I love it. It's my favorite part about farming.
It's very, very exciting.
Yeah.
The anticipation leading up until is very exciting.
Mm-hmm. I get a little bit crazy, like nervous, crazy when birth is imminent or when things are happening, and I'm constantly checking my watch. How many minutes has it been since we saw progress, or since a water broke, or, you know, whatever. So, like I said, anytime you just go out and find a healthy mama and baby, it's like, yes.
Yeah. That's never a bad setup.
Say your thank yous for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that, and then, garden maintenance.
Yeah.
Finally getting some stuff in the ground that I should have gotten in the ground weeks ago. But
shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Right. So I had this vision this year that I was going to start 12,000 tomato plants.
Okay.
And
sounds reasonable.
I think so. I thought so. And sell some plants, you know, and then I would have a bunch of plants for our family and to be able to sell fruit in the summer. Did I put Did I up pot 12,000 tomato plants?
No.
Did I put them in the ground? No. So I'm still like kicking myself for that and putting plants in the ground. But as soon as I put them in the ground, like by the next day, they look great. So
Well, that's good.
yeah, I just
Tomatoes are kind of like that, you know?
yeah.
I feel like they can look kind of bad and bounce back.
Yeah. I mean, they got some amendments when I planted them, and
Yeah.
they got a little bit of pruning, but like they're so tiny in their cups, and I felt like they had so much more room still. But then when I took them out, like there's a lot of roots going on.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Yeah. Speaking of tomatoes, we got lots of blossoms on our
Do you?
tomatoes. Yep, I have a
Yeah.
couple of plants that have some little itty bitty tomatoes on them,
Cool.
so it's starting.
Yay! My volunteers that I've
Yeah.
left, they look fantastic.
Yeah.
So at least we'll have that since I waited so long on the rest.
We've got a few volunteers that are looking really good too. So
I have one at my barn, and I have no idea how it got there at the milk barn. It's like
who knows?
I didn't do anything with seeds there. I've never had compost there or pigs or I don't know.
Could have been.
Could have been the last owners. I don't know.
Could have came through the cow.
Could have come, yeah.
You know, cow could have ate tomato and could have come
Right.
through the cow.
Right. Or a bird or I don't know.
I brought some cow manure in our garden a couple of years ago, and it was full of tomato seeds.
Isn't that funny?
Full. I mean, I spread them all over this bed where I was supposed to grow cucumbers, and within days, I had tomatoes popping up everywhere.
So how do your cucumbers look this year?
Actually, okay, so that side of my garden, I told you a couple of weeks ago, I thought had some kind of nutrient deficiency, maybe an iron deficiency, or maybe even a nitrogen deficiency. But as I was trying to work through all that and figure that out, I came across a video that somebody did where they experimented with wood chips in their garden. And my whole garden is wood chipped. And they did half of their garden in chips and the other half without wood chips, and did soil testing over the years to see kind of the rate of which the wood chips were breaking down or not breaking down and tying up nitrogen.
Right.
And so the part of my garden that is struggling is the newer wood chipped section.
Right.
So I could just have nitrogen tied up in the wood chips.
Just too high of carbon right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, because the other half of my garden, which is doing really well and everything's growing and really green, that's the older section. That's had wood chips down the longer period of time.
Okay.
So, that could be it. So I had to clean out my meat chicken brooder, and I have found that meat chicken poo is more readily available to use in the garden than adult chicken poo.
I wonder why.
It's I guess it's just not as hot.
Okay.
Because I took some of that hay, and it had been sitting for about 4 weeks. But I took the hay and side dressed all of my cucumbers, and within like 3 days, we got a lot of growth and a lot greener.
I'm going to have to try that.
So I think I had a nitrogen problem, and I think baby meat chicken poo is the answer.
My cucumbers are just not, like, they came up, they got their true leaves, and it's like they're stuck.
I've had a lot of plants that just seem stalled.
Yeah.
All of my pepper plants that I put in my garden, which are in the same section of the newer wood chips, all of those plants are stalled. I have tomato plants on that side that are also stalled. It's a big difference if you look at one half of my garden
Half and
to the
half.
other half of the
Yeah.
garden. All of the monster onions that I pulled, those were off of the good part of the garden where everything's growing well. I have same onions from
Yeah.
the same sets on the other side that are puny. They're just not
My
growing.
onions look like crap. I mean, they look like total
Most
crap.
of my onions do. They're very small.
And I've grown great onions in the past,
Yeah.
so like it hurts.
I
You know, it hurts. But I have first year soil going on, and it's not great. It is
Right.
very chippy.
Yeah.
A lot of things have not been happy with it. So
Yeah.
my green beans, in fact, they same same stuff that I bought from the same landscape place in the fall that I did fall green beans. When I first put them in, this is the same problem that I'm having now with the green beans, is that they got a fungus pretty quickly.
Yeah.
It got completely pale. Like they came up, looked great, and then as soon as they started to leaf out, they stopped. Got really, really pale. So I sprayed half of this bed with, I did copper fungicide, neem oil, a couple drops of soap, spinosad, and BT. I did it all.
Yeah.
Because I also used it on something else. And I only did half of them because that's a lot of stuff. And I know copper fungicide you can't use on everything, and I didn't bother reading the label, and I couldn't remember. It was like, because my brain can only take so much, and by evening it's done.
Right.
And so, yeah, I sprayed half of it, and like within 3 days, I could tell a difference on the half that I sprayed. And Epsom salt. Okay. It greened up. They started to grow more leaves, where the other half didn't. I mean, it was considerably different. And I watched it for a couple more days after that. And so it had been a week. I finally did the spray 2 nights ago. But, you have to do that in the evening. And I couldn't be there in the evening.
Right.
So it took me a week to get the other half sprayed.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that soil, like if you're just starting gardening, guys, it's hard. It takes time to build good soil. If you're not buying a bunch of bagged, ready to go, full of nutrient soil. Yeah. So I have a pretty large garden space, and I wasn't doing that. So like I'm adding to it, and what I do in the beginning, here's a little trick. I didn't do this on that green bean bed, but like when I planted my tomatoes, I added a little bit of compost around each tomato. So like when I plant anything, I add compost or even a bag of potting soil, or whatever it is that you found you think is going to be good to grow stuff in. Yeah, it'll make your dollar stretch to just put it around those plants instead of filling a whole box.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Well, and one of my favorite things to put in with my tomatoes when I plant my tomatoes is eggshells. Yeah. Since we're going to talk eggs. Yeah. Yeah. Whenever I'm ready to plant a bunch of tomatoes, I start just saving all my eggshells and bake them and crush them up. And each tomato plant gets planted with the eggshells, the Epsom salts, and some type of, sheep manure or worm castings or something like that. So
I do it different, I think, every year.
Do you? Yeah. That's the one thing I don't really do different much. Yeah. I always plant my tomatoes pretty much the same way.
This year I did Epsom salt, worm castings, and blood meal. Yeah. I had a bucket full of eggs, like to do the whole egg. Right. I was gonna just do that this year for time's sake, and so I took a whole bucket out, left it out there, and went to plant tomatoes the next morning. And the crows had gotten
something got into it.
I mean, they scattered. There were broken eggs all over the place. So I ended up with like 5 eggs left in the bottom of the bucket. And if y'all didn't know this, if you have chickens and they're free-range chickens, or they don't have a closed-up place to lay their eggs, crows will learn. Crows are really smart. And they learn where the eggs are, and they come and pick them up and take off with them to eat them. But oftentimes they'll just drop them.
Yeah, and they steal peaches off my peach tree.
Yeah, they're jerks, man. Yeah, the crows. I know. They are. We have some very well-fed crows at our house right now.
Yeah, we do too.
Yeah, they've been coming to the porch to eat the dog food. They're eating the eggs that I had set aside for the garden, and they've been, they clean up like around the cow feeders and that, but they've also been getting the corn from the deer feeder in the back. Yeah. Yeah, they're big fat crows. If we ever have to rely on what we grow to eat, like the crows, they're on the list.
They're on the list.
Yeah. Apparently we're growing crows.
They're eating good just like everything else, so. Yeah. So what else do you do with your eggs?
So right now it's spring and we're getting a lot of eggs. And so that's something that I have found myself mentioning to friends, like, hey, make sure you save some back. Or they're asking, like, what do you do with all these eggs? Because, you kind of get a flush of eggs. So
Yes.
first and foremost, since we sell eggs off of our farm, they go on sale. We do a little bit of a discount because, supply and demand. But yeah, we tend to do, we eat more. We look at eggs as a seasonal thing.
Yeah, we eat a lot of eggs here too.
Yeah, and so in the spring, we do a breakfast for dinner at least once a week, and then I'll do a big bake. I don't make breakfast so much anymore because my kids go to school so early in the morning and they don't want it. But Eric and I go through like half a dozen a day.
Yeah, I mean, I cook eggs pretty much every single morning. If Tori's home, I'll cook eggs for him, and I mean, we'll eat 6 eggs every morning.
Yeah, that's usually what we do, and then I'll do a dinner of like either quiche or some kind of breakfast bake with like potato hash and eggs, and we'll use up a good dozen to 15 eggs in that. And then we like to do a big. Some people call it a Dutch baby. It's like a big puffy pancake. It's an eggy pancake.
Okay.
In the
I've
oven.
never heard of this.
In the oven. Okay, so look up Dutch baby for a recipe.
Okay.
It's good. It's really good.
Okay.
Like you can do them like with apple cinnamon, or cinnamon seems to be the common ingredient in all of them.
Okay.
You could do them with blueberries. You could do all kinds of things, and it's an easy way to use up a bunch of eggs all at once.
Yeah.
So that's what we do first, is eat a lot of eggs.
Yes. Egg salad.
Yeah.
Yeah, my boys love when I make a big bowl of egg salad. So
Yeah.
that's kind of always my go-to. And I mean, when we have extra eggs, I feed them to the dogs. I mean, I'll take eggs out there and crack them right in their dog food, shell and all,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
will at least get 2 apiece on some days.
Right. The dirty ones. Go to the dogs.
The ones that I don't feel like bringing in and washing, which, I mean, I feel like we're in dirty egg season. Like once it gets
Right.
to be summer is kind of like dirty egg season around here.
It is. Well, the chickens' feet get dirty.
They do, and we have a lot of chickens, but they use a lot of, there's only like 2 or 3 nest boxes that all of them use. So they're very like high traffic areas.
Right.
Which mean dirty eggs. So if they're super dirty, I give them to the dogs or the pigs.
Right.
The pigs love the eggs.
Do you ever cook them back and give them back to the chickens?
I don't, because that's just too much work.
Yeah, I do sometimes. It depends.
Yeah.
Depends on life.
Yeah.
What's going on. But sometimes I'll cook a dozen or 2 and just in a big pot and give them back to the chickens. It's good protein. It's all the things that they need to make eggs.
Yeah.
Right there in a nice little package.
Right there in an eggshell.
So we'll do that sometimes. And then usually once or twice in the spring, we'll fill the incubator and hatch some babies
Yeah.
for fun.
That's always fun.
Yeah, some we keep, some of the babies we keep, and then I'll sell them like $2 or something like that a piece, or $2 or $3 for barnyard mix babies.
Right.
And so a lot of people think they're going to get chickens, and then there's a rush at the local feed stores, and they miss out. And like once they're gone, they're gone.
Yep.
So we try to hatch them so that they're available after the
After.
feed stores, just to try to play that up a little bit. But those are the biggest things that we do. And then, do you do the lime water?
I've never preserved eggs because just for storage reasons. Like I don't really have a whole lot of places that I could just store like, huge containers of eggs or so we've never done that before. I usually just find a way to get rid of them, eat them, give them to animals. But I know that you've had luck doing the lime thing.
I have. And the reason that we do that is because I don't have 200 chickens.
Right.
So that when they go through the molt in the winter, or they're just not laying because it's too many dark hours or whatever, and you're getting like 1 egg a day, feeding your 30 chickens, like that's a pain in the butt. So a couple of things you can do to combat that, first and foremost, is that you can get babies at different times of year. So like your spring babies,
Yeah.
they're going to lay, depending on the breed, but they're going to start laying right in time for their molt.
Right.
And then they're not laying again. So you can get babies in the spring and babies in the fall so that they start laying at different
Stagger
times.
them a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a tip. And then, what was it? Where was I going with that? Oh,
Lime.
yeah. Sorry. So we, I hate feeding the chickens and not getting any eggs in. And, you know, we want egg. Like I said, we eat eggs most every day. And although we do think of it as a seasonal food, we also preserve our seasonal food so that we can eat it in the off season. And so we freeze first.
Yes.
Do you freeze eggs?
I have before. Not something I do on a regular basis, but I don't know. I guess I would be probably more apt to freeze than I would be to lime, or people do this with salt too.
Oh yeah, salt cured eggs and
salt.
Sugar.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Nope.
I have seen it. I haven't done it.
Okay.
It's supposed to be really good. You just do the egg yolk. I
Okay.
think, if I'm remembering that right. And
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like a candy almost.
Right.
Might be an experiment to try.
Yeah, that might be fun to try
Yeah.
for something different anyway.
Yeah. We do freeze some, and I'll do them in Ziploc bags. So I'll like beat them first, or scramble them.
Right.
And I'll write on the bag the date, and like this is 6 eggs, so that would be a good breakfast for Eric and I, or 2 people. And then I'll do a couple that are a dozen, so I'm doing breakfast for all, or one of those big bakes or whatever. And we freeze those flat in the freezer so that we can just pull them out.
Pull the bag out.
Yeah,
Throw it in the
off
pan.
season. Yeah,
Yeah.
and they bake really well. They scramble really well. We have liked that a lot in the past.
I've seen people do the scramble it up and pour them back into ice cube trays.
Oh yeah, I've seen that too.
Yeah, and then you just pop out. I think they say like 2 little cubes is equivalent to 1 egg.
Right.
Um,
That's an easy way to store. Crack them and then keep them in a bag.
yep.
I do milk like that.
Do
for
you?
For making soap. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, freeze the milk. That way it doesn't scorch when you make your soap.
Yep. Yeah,
Yep.
it works well. Anyway, back to eggs. So yeah, the lining. I've heard it called water glass. I've also
Yes, water glass.
heard that that's something different, and I don't know.
Oh.
So I don't want to speak to stuff I don't know about. But I'll just call it liming. So it's 1 ounce of hydrated lime, which is the same as pickling lime.
Right.
It's 1 ounce by weight to 1 quart of water, and that's obviously a quart by
So
volume.
an ounce to a quart.
Yeah.
Easy
So,
to remember.
Yeah, I use 1 gallon size jars. I fill it up with clean eggs, not washed.
Okay.
They've been brought in every day
Okay.
and put in a jar. And I wish I could remember how many. I want to say it holds like 50-ish eggs
Really?
in a 1 gallon jar.
That's a lot of eggs in 1 jar.
Yeah. Yeah. So I only
So that doesn't really take up a ton of space.
It doesn't. I mean, a 1 gallon jar
Right.
with a lid, and we do 2 jars, and that's plenty to get us through our molt season. Between that and what we do in
How
the
many
freezer.
jars?
2.
Okay.
It's plenty.
Yeah.
Like I still have a whole jar from last. I think it says August is the date I wrote on the jar.
Okay. How long are they supposed to be good like that for?
Some people say 18 months. I don't know why you would need to do that. So I
Right,
haven't-
because by then your chickens should be
they
laying
should
eggs
be
again.
laying. If they're not laying, something's wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. So our molt here, the only dry spell we get is going to be like 6 to 8 weeks at the most. Would you say?
I don't know. There's been
Maybe
some
longer.
years where I feel like my chickens
Taking
have been
forever.
not laying eggs forever.
Okay, so let's say 3 months.
3 months.
Okay.
I've definitely seen a dry spell for 3 months before.
Yeah. So during that period, we have the lined eggs, we have the frozen eggs. We have those so that we can still use eggs when we really want them, but we're not having them every day.
Right.
So, but those limed eggs, they work really well scrambled. They work really well to bake with.
And they don't taste like lime.
No.
No, they just taste like regular eggs.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they have that bloom on them that
Yeah.
protects them. Now, sometimes, depending on how old it is, they could get a little bit watery,
Okay.
but not like lime water.
Okay.
Just thin.
Right.
So like they wouldn't fry well.
Okay.
But
Right,
I mean,
but yeah, you could still scramble them up. And,
right,
yeah.
right. Your fresh eggs, you can leave on your counter for months and months and still be able to fry those, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I
Oh,
still
yeah.
have months and months, but
Yeah. Well, and have you heard of, if you do have to wash a batch of eggs because they're really dirty and you wash that bloom off, have you ever heard of people coating them in mineral oil?
yes,
That's supposed to like replace the bloom and
Right.
keep them good for longer, like an unwashed egg.
Yeah.
But I've never done it,
I haven't either.
so I don't know.
I hear you can use any kind of vegetable oil, or
Okay.
like a good olive oil is probably going to go rancid, though. I would imagine that's why they say mineral oil.
Okay.
But I haven't done it.
Hmm.
But I don't
Interesting.
see why not.
I mean, it kind of makes sense.
It does.
Yeah.
Does. It mimics that bloom.
I guess another cool thing that you can do with extra eggs is make mayonnaise.
Oh yeah, we haven't bought mayonnaise in years.
Yeah, I buy store-bought mayonnaise. I've actually never made our own mayonnaise.
We're such snobs, man. I will buy a small thing of store-bought mayonnaise, like if we have a gathering at our house and some of the people are weird about our
Right.
food. Like, that's weird. Well, okay, it's really not. It's
Right.
just, it's, your store-bought mayonnaise is, look at the ingredient list.
Right. And knowing myself, I would probably like the homemade mayonnaise much better than the store-bought. I've just never done it before.
Yeah,
But
I'll
I
tell you.
guess I need to do this,
I'll
don't
tell
I?
you, yeah, you do need to do it.
Okay, what do I do?
I have found that if you have a stick blender, it's much easier.
It broke.
Oh, well, get another one.
I
They're
know.
like $20.
I know. I need to order one.
Yeah, like Walmart.
Yeah, because I need it for soap.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, I need to make soap. That's another talk.
That is another talk. We can do that. We can do that.
Yeah, so what do I do with the mayonnaise? I need a
Okay,
stick
so
blender.
I do, and this makes about 2 cups of mayonnaise.
Okay.
It is 2 egg yolks and 1 whole egg. And I'll pick out like that little part in the white, I can't remember what it's called, it starts with a C right now, that you, the little white
Yeah.
fibrous
Yeah.
thing, fiber-y thing.
Yeah. So you take that out.
I usually will pick that out.
Okay.
And then it's the egg, the 1 whole egg.
Okay.
2 egg yolks. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I can speak. I can do this. Half a teaspoon of ground mustard. Half a teaspoon of a good quality salt.
Okay.
You can do a sprinkle of pepper if you want. I quit doing it because we couldn't tell the difference. A tablespoon of apple cider vinegar.
Okay.
You can use any vinegar. But this is how we do it.
Right.
Stir that up in the bottom of a jar. I just use like a pint-sized jar. And then, so that's going to be like a 1/4 cup of material in the bottom of your jar.
Okay.
So then fill it up to the 2 cup mark with, I use avocado oil.
Okay.
It doesn't have a flavor.
Yeah.
It's good for you. Olive oil, when we use olive oil, we use good quality olive oil, and it's just too strong to use in our mayonnaise, unless
Okay.
we're going to use that as like a salad dressing base or something like that. But yeah, and then stick blender in the bottom, and the key is getting that oil incorporated in as slowly as possible. So like, don't move the blender,
Okay.
and then
And then probably have the stick blender on low.
start on, like, I even pulse it at first
Okay.
until you see little white globby things float to the top.
Okay.
And then hit it on high and just keep the blender in the bottom. And you'll see, like, you'll be able to tell. It's mayonnaise in the bottom and it's oil on top. And then you can slowly start bringing that blender up.
Okay.
And, but yeah, I make that like every 5 days or so at our house. It's 2 cups. We are a mayonnaise heavy family.
Yeah.
Which could be why we're a heavy family.
Y'all aren't heavy.
And so, like Eric loves sandwiches.
Yeah.
Like Joey and friends love sandwiches. Eric loves sandwiches. He eats sandwiches every day, and so we also use our mayonnaise to make our ranch dressing, and that we eat with everything. So that my good Southern boys eat with everything. So we go through that 2 cups of mayonnaise about every 5 or 6 days.
Okay.
It's good. Yeah, we don't buy mayonnaise anymore. So, like I said, unless we have a family gathering or like,
Right.
you know, we have a graduation party coming up, and like I just need to save my sanity. I might buy mayonnaise.
Right. Right.
So,
I hear you.
yeah, you can do that. That's easy. It only uses a couple of eggs, but so how do you hard cook your eggs? Do you still boil them?
I do.
You do?
I do.
And they're easy to peel?
Well, I do the little spoon trick.
I don't know.
Okay, so you boil the egg, and then you hold the egg horizontally, and you take your spoon and you crack it all the way around the center of the egg, and then you can slip your spoon right under the shell and just turn it, and the whole top will just pop right off.
I've never heard
Changed
of that.
my life.
I guess so.
Yes. I was peeling eggs at my sister's house one day, and her neighbor walked in and was watching me totally frustrated
Like
over
cuss
these
at the fresh eggs.
yeah, over these peeling these stupid eggs, and she's like, "You don't know the spoon trick."
Oh,
Changed my life.
I guess.
But I hear a lot of people will do their hard-boiled eggs like in the oven or in the crock pot even, or
Yeah, so steaming them.
Okay.
And so the steam like it gets under the shell, I guess, and the shells slip off. So I do that in the Instant Pot.
okay. I don't have an Instapot.
Oh my gosh, that changed my life.
Okay.
I don't cook like meals in the Instant Pot,
Okay.
but the things that I do in it are so worth having it.
Okay.
So worth having. So eggs is one of those things, because you can pile up a whole dozen eggs or however many fit in there. I don't know, like 2 dozen eggs fit in there. You can just fill it up, a little water on the bottom, set it to pressure for 5 minutes. Let it do its natural release, I think they call it, for 5 minutes.
Right.
And then I take the valve off so it steams out.
Yeah.
And then the eggs go right in an ice bath for 5 minutes. They call it 5-5-5 method.
Okay.
And those peels come right off.
Nice.
Yeah, I like that because I can do a big batch all at once. So if you boil them or steam them on your stove, I have read that 12 minutes is the perfect amount of time, so that you don't get gross gray ring. You know, it's just gross looking. It doesn't taste gross. It's just not
Yeah.
eye appeal.
No.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's how I do it. Yeah, because those farm fresh eggs are hard to peel.
They are. The shells are pretty tough in general.
Yeah,
I mean, which is good, you know. Healthy
is.
birds.
it is.
Healthy birds. My mom makes something with eggs. She actually makes it quite a bit, and I'll say it just like my mom says it. She's from Maine, and so it's jalapeno bread. Jalapeno bread is what she calls it. And it's really good. It's super simple. I mean, she just takes like however many eggs she wants, depending upon what size pan. And you're basically just scrambling them, putting a little bit of milk in it, filling it up with jalapenos, and topping it with cheese and baking it. And it bakes up like a quiche, kind of.
So no bread. It's not a bread.
No,
but
it's
no
not
flour.
bread.
Okay.
No flour at all.
Okay.
But you can slice it up.
Yeah.
She slices it up just like bread.
That's fun.
And it keeps really well in the refrigerator. We've made them and froze them before.
That's so much easier than like those muffin, what do people call them? Like little omelets in the muffin pan.
Yeah,
you know?
I was making those for a while
Mufflets
too.
or
Yeah,
something like that.
put the ham in the muffin tin.
Yeah, and then the egg.
And then the egg, and then the cheese, and whatever.
Put a loaf and slice it. It's so much easier.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do that.
Oh my gosh, I saw a meatloaf recipe the other day where somebody made up their mixture of meat for their meatloaf, however you do it.
Right.
And they took it and they rolled it out flat with a rolling pin, put slices of ham on it, slices of cheese on it. Then they took 5 hard-boiled eggs and lined them up in the center, and they rolled it all up.
Oh, that's
So
weird.
it was like a meatloaf log with ham,
egg.
cheese, and egg in the middle of it. And they cooked it and sliced it
Oh,
like
wow.
bread, and it was actually pretty cool looking. I was like, wow, that's...
I don't know.
Pretty
how I find
interesting,
That
like-
adventurous. It is interesting.
It's
though.
interesting, and it's an interesting combo, like meatloaf, ham, egg,
Eggs
and cheese.
cheese.
Okay. It looked good.
I've done cheese in my meatloaf before.
Yeah.
Not eggs ever. I don't generally like hard cooked eggs.
I like them on my salad.
Yeah, I don't.
I do.
I wish I did.
Yeah.
I just don't. My people do.
Yeah.
And they'll go through a bunch of them. All right. Well, I think that's all that I really have to offer on eggs. This was just a question that was coming up a lot. The only other thing I can think of to touch on about eggs is when you get farm fresh eggs, they're not graded like your grocery store eggs. And so
Right.
you may get the occasional cloudy white, a speck of what is that when you crack the egg open?
Yeah.
Like, what is that? There's something called meat spots, and sometimes that happens with older hens laying. Blood spots happen sometimes.
Yeah.
And it won't hurt you.
Nope.
Won't kill you.
Nope. Haven't killed anybody yet.
No. It's just not a perfect uniform egg like you're used to consuming from the grocery store.
Yeah.
I think about like, and it's first world problem kind of thing, because like third world people, they would be thankful for that egg.
Absolutely.
And we crack one of those eggs in a bowl full of eggs, and if somebody sees it, then oh my gosh,
Yes.
throw them all out.
Yes.
No. What is wrong with us? What is wrong with us? Yeah, so those are all normal. They're still good eggs.
Yes.
Won't change the flavor.
No. I do, however, have a big clutch of eggs that are not good eggs.
Yeah.
That my chickens have decided to lay underneath my porch.
Oh.
And they're about 4 feet in, and I don't even know how many there is in there, but they're starting to stink.
Oh,
and
so
so
nobody's sitting them.
yeah, I need to know nobody's sitting on them, and they're literally right underneath my back porch.
Oh, dang.
About 4 feet in off of my steps. So I need to create some sort of
grabbing device. Like bubble gum on
to fish
on
out all
a
of
hanger or something.
right, to fish out all of these eggs from underneath my porch.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be really gross. Not looking forward to it.
Oh, no. That's horrible. I'm sorry.
But when we find eggs like that, I don't know why, but my boys love to throw rotten eggs in the woods at the trees.
Because they explode.
They explode. They pop.
Yes, they pop.
Yes.
It's fun.
They find great enjoyment in that. So I'm sure there's going to be some of that going on this weekend.
It's extremely satisfying. That's so funny. It is. It stinks though. Yeah, if you do have chickens and they're free range chickens and you find a group of or a clutch of eggs, it's like, oh, I don't know how long that's been there. You can do the float test.
The float test. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty reliable.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. We do it in the sink where we just fill up the sink full of water and put each egg in there one at a time. And if they float, they are definitely no good. If they stand up, they're a little older. They're not going to be your freshest frying egg, but you can still use them.
Yeah. And then if they just lay there on the bottom, they're good eggs.
Yep.
And then what is it with storing your eggs in the carton? I've heard you store the pointy side down.
Yeah.
To keep your eggs fresher.
Yes.
And that has something to do with like the little air pocket in the egg, yeah?
Right, on the fat side.
Okay.
Yep. They go in the incubator that way too. Pointy side down.
Pointy side down.
Yep. So I guess that is it. That's all I have to offer on eggs.
That's all I got.
All right.
Along with plenty of eggs.
Yeah, we have a bunch right now. So
yeah, we do too. So I got to do that tonight. I didn't collect eggs yesterday, so I'm sure there's probably a bunch out there for me to bring in. So
yeah,
on the to-do list for sure.
I got yesterday's eggs this morning, and it was later when I brought them in, so it really was 2 days worth of eggs. And I never have a basket when I need it, so
no, they always go in the shirt.
it's like 2 dozen eggs in my shirt though. And then, oh look, I found kitties. Surprise, yeah. So, all right, well, thanks for joining us, y'all. We sure do appreciate it. Don't forget the live call Friday, April 29th. That would be this evening when this airs.
Yep, that's on Facebook.
7:30.
Yep.
hour Eastern time.
Yep, 7:30 Eastern Time, Facebook Live, and then for you local folks, we've got the canning class coming up, and then the chicken butcher. So
Yep. We'll have some other stuff later.
yeah, we're planning more. So
Thanks for listening.
thanks, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.